decided to make some entry questions on Azure Data Factory and related things. So this will help many people to prepare for the interview. Meanwhile, to learn Azure Data Factory, basically they'll get an idea what kind of questions might be asked in the interview. So topics I'll try to just prepare the questions right now, and I wanted to prepare answer for each and every question in coming video sessions. So I just want to give what are the questions are there. At least you will get some idea what to learn basically. Okay. They may ask questions like what is data factory basically. So data factory, if you are new to that, maybe because this is very new in the industry, so many people will not ask very in-depth properties of Azure Data Factory questions. So they may ask you in different way whether you have used these particular activities or data flow transformations and all. Okay, so these are the quick questions. What is data factory? What is pipeline? What is connection basically? What type of connections we can do that? And what is runtime, integrated runtimes? You can watch my videos. These are the things I already covered. And what are the types of, there are three types of integrated runtimes. Okay, what is self-hosted integrated runtime, Azure and SSIS. Okay, what are the triggers? Basically triggers are used for scheduling and all. Okay, so there are different types of scheduling also available. You can watch my videos. And data set, basically get the data from different connecting Onpremise or Azure's Data Lake, Blob Storage, all these things. Okay, link services, you can create multiple link services for each sources. Okay, so what is the activity basically? What activity will do? Okay, so there are different type of activity we have used already. I covered in my video session. Okay, so which activity is used to copy data from on-premise to Azure Data Lake or Blob Storage or Sql Server? Okay, which are the activity is? It is something like practical thing, like how do you proceed? Okay, they want to test you like whether you have really used or not. Okay, how to call one pipeline inside the pipeline. Okay, there is one execute pipeline activity is there. Okay, so execute SSIS package inside. You can also call SSIS package. You can execute using the ADF. Okay, what is lookup basically? And metadata activity we have covered. Lookup also we have covered. You can watch my videos. So execute store procedure. You can also execute directly store procedure using one of the activity, execute store procedure activity. Okay, you can set a variable. There are two things in the ADF, variable and parameters. What is the difference between these two? How to pass variable value, how to pass the parameter value, how to assign parameter value to variable. They may ask questions related to these things. What's the difference between set variable and append variable? Okay, this is also covered. So what are these things like conditional things we have? What is if, how it works, what switch, when to use until, for each, all these things. Okay, what is the difference between web and webhook activity? Basically you can call these things from Azure logic app. Basically, suppose you want to send a mail, you want to send a mail to particular manager based on user. Suppose think that you want to dynamically automate something, like particular user is there. If he is the user, you want to get his manager or his department things, you can easily get using logic app. So that can be automated here. Okay, so how to send a mail? Okay, that is what I am trying to say. In this, like you can use a webhook activities. Okay, you can use logic app to do all some other integrating other applications like Outlook or SharePoint, any other Office 365 things. You can use a logic app. You can integrate and get the things, or you can store the data. You can store in the Excel. You can store in OneDrive or many other things. You can do it here. Okay. So what is a lift and shift? How to lift shift SSIS package, already existing SSIS package. You don't have to create again. So I want to run something. The existing one, we can do that in the area. Okay. What is the use of validation activity? That is simple activity. You can just go through that. Okay. And how to use the Databricks. Databricks are very important. So I'll try to cover these things in videos. Azure data functions. This is also important aspect if you are developer like C# developer or Python developer. You can write your own code and execute. Okay, so let's see in the future videos. Blob storage. What is the use of blob storage? How to create the folders inside the blob storage and tables. So you can store any kind of data in the blob storage. What is the use? And you can also do same thing in the data lake storage. Data lake. Okay, Azure Data Lake. And what is the difference between those two? And how to use this ARM templates. Basically, there is something called R templates. I'm going to cover this in future videos. You can just name some data flow transformation. This is very important thing inside the activities. Okay, data flow activity. There are a lot of transformations in that. We have a lot of lookup, joins. Okay, and many more things inside that. We have got already videos like exist, condition split, lookup, union, derived column, select, aggregate, surrogate key, pivot, unpivot, windows, flatten, filter, sort. There are so many things, alter rows, all these things. Okay. And apart from that, these are the questions related to that. How to select, what is the use of select transformation? Transformation allowed new column. This is basically derived column. How to add a new column or calculate a column, which transformation or which transformation you basically use. Okay, how to add a surrogate key. I already covered this in my last video. In the dim table, how to add incremental load. This is how to achieve incremental loads in the tables like data warehouse or SQL Server, using SQL Server. Okay, what is the use of condition split? What is the use of exist? Okay, partitions we have in the sink, and there are a lot of property inside the sink. Basically, sink is output inside the data flow activity. Okay, there are a lot of properties they may ask you, like so many properties are there inside sink, like partitions are the one of the thing, like how to mapping you can achieve. Okay, there are a lot of properties. Okay, I'll try to add some more entry questions. Okay, I'll post these questions in the comment. You can go through that. Thank you for watching. Keep watching my videos. I'll just try to cover answer for these questions, maybe practically done in all the videos, so you can watch those video series also. If you want something extra things, like I'll just try to cover in the coming videos. Keep watching. Thank you.